The Warriors podcast is now on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/The Warriors and join our little gang. You get a bonus episode every Friday. It's your way of supporting the podcast and keeping this going. Every penny that we get from Patreon is going back into the podcast, so come and support the gang.
We want to keep making content for you. We've got some exciting videos planned, and it is you who can help us make that happen. And as a little thank you, at some of the higher tiers, we'll send you some little gifts, so you could get things like a cup, a signed card. Hell, I'll even send you a written apology for whatever I've said that's upset you. But do come and support the podcast, help keep it going, and show some love.
Warning. The following podcast contains two highly strung people talking about their anxieties, fears, and worries. If you find any of the content offensive, then we are genuinely really sorry. We won't do it again, honest. Sorry.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Warriors podcast with me, Hayley Ellis, and him, Barry Darts.
Hello.
Hi, Barry.
How are you doing?
Full of hay fever, tired, exhausted. Apart from that, all right.
This is rubbish, isn't it? Like, it's hay fever, but without the sun. Like,
it's so bad today. Look at my eyes. Like they're horrendous. Because I'm like, this is my worry now. Is it hay fever or is it something else? Because I look like a crackhead. And it's not even like I'm turning up to nursery. All my eyes are bloodshot. Like, I'm just itching my nose. And they're like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, it's hay fever. I bet they're going, that's not hay fever, that.
I don't think you look too bad. I think you look, again, quite fresh-faced. The thing that always gets me, like, because your teeth, like, you've got sparkly white teeth, right? And I hate my teeth, and I realised I was like, oh, it's been ages since I used those whitening strips, so I'd used it again 2 days ago. Fuck me, did I get toothache off them? Jesus.
There is a reason they're illegal in the UK, Barry. These teeth whitening strips he's using are like 99% bleach.
I had to order some of that, some Sensodyne, just to be able to eat. I mean, to be honest, it could have been one of the better weight loss adventures that I've been on. You can't eat because your teeth are in agony. But yeah.
You need to not use them. They're banned. They are banned here. So please
you
don't.
Do have to get them. From
this isn't a sponsorship or endorsement in any way. Welcome to the podcast. I had a hangover this week. It's gone now.
How was, because a hangover is a bit like a rarity now, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, I don't get them because I don't drink really. Maybe I drink once or twice a year, if that.
What's your hangover coping technique?
Crying and complaining. Just complaining. Do you have a thing? Like, some people are like, oh, flat bottle of Coke or ready salted crisps.
That's more what I was thinking when I asked that. I didn't expect such an emotional response of crying and bollocking people.
Well, nothing works though, does it really? These people who are like, my mate was like, have a Diarrhelite. Have you heard of them?
That's what I do.
Yeah, and she's like, that will replace all the fluids in your body. I was like,
the salts and fluids, yeah.
But when you're hungover, you don't want to drink anything, and I know you have to, but you can't.
Yeah. There's no hangover cure that works. The only thing that works is time. But fuck me, I've tried everything over the years. Patches, like you stick on your arm to try.
Do you remember those tablets you could buy in pubs at a time, and they were like, oh, you take these on the night out, and then you drink. And don't get a hangover.
They were called RU21 because they were developed by the Russian government to help their soldiers avoid getting hangovers. Now, I would take these on a regular basis, and looking back now with a little bit more wisdom as I've got older, this was a country that is notorious for poisoning people in the West. And all of a sudden they just went, here, listen, why don't we invent a tablet that these dozy fuckers will take after they've had a drink because they can't handle their ale? Yeah, so, like, God knows what Novichok we were necking on a regular basis.
I'm just going to find a picture because I've got a picture of back in the
That
day
couple
where I
in
took
Salisbury were just trying to get over a massive bender.
Hang on. Sorry. I've got a picture of me holding them on a night out when I was in my 20s, and these ones were called Lifetime. Right? and then maybe like it's got the price on it. As seen on TV.
Lifetime, not Lifeline, surely.
Oh, hang on, I can't read just the picture. No,
Once
oh no,
in
yeah,
a
Lifeline,
lifetime.
yeah, Lifeline. They're called Lifeline. It's a very old picture.
Lifetime sertraline.
Yeah, that's always there. Lifeline, and it's a picture that is like, so me and my mates see these, and because you're like 20, we were like, well, we could get as drunk as we want now, and we had one of them, and it's actually a picture of us holding them. I'll put it on the Patreon, right? Look at us pointing at them and everything, yeah.
Oh,
And then
God.
we literally spent the night just smashing whatever drink we wanted. So we were like doing cocktails, Jaeger bombs, tequila, Guinness, like, no, just like mixing them all.
Just
like,
everything.
we've had these tablets. We're not getting a hangover. I've never been so ill in my life.
Listeners, what's your hangover cues? Let us know. Let us know what works for you. I don't think anything works. This whole thing about have a fried breakfast, have a full English. It's like, oh God. The only thing that does actually work is hair of the dog, but it doesn't work as in to stop your hangover. It delays it, because I've done that thing of being so hungover that I've went and got another pint, and you do feel better after it, but all you're doing is kickstarting the enzyme in your body that breaks down alcohol again, and that's why you get this sort of perk up. Essentially, you're just topping up a bit of last night, but it just means, because you've got to stop forever. You can't just carry on. I mean, well, you can, but
that's called a problem. Let's leave the advice, Barry.
Yeah, those Lifetime tablets.
Can I tell you, my mate Mo, who listens to this podcast, by the way, right?
Hiya, Mo.
She was absolutely steaming on Saturday night. So we were like, I've said this on the Patreon, but we were like in a pizza place having a quite like normal meal, the three of us, and she turned up and she's like, well, who's doing the shots? As families are trying to eat. Anyway, the next morning I thought, well, she is going to be rough, right? So I went in their bedroom, because we all stayed at my mate's house, and I went, morning. She went, I said, you're not hungover? And she went, no, I think I drunk myself sober, I feel fine. I thought, that's weird. Anyway, as soon as we stepped out the house to go and get some breakfast, she was like, I don't feel well at all.
Do you feel smug when people got hangover?
No, not if I've got one, no.
Oh, right. The last time I ever had to do the hair of the dog trick, I remember this. It was so bad. It was after a night in Sheffield, where I was only planning on staying for one drink. I'd done a show. I was getting a lift back home, back to Nottingham, and I'd said, oh yeah, we can nip out for one drink. Now, the promoter at the time wasn't known for encouraging just the one drink. He liked to keep you out all night if he could. And I got so drunk that there was a member of a double act who were doing it was sort of something a bit different, it was a bit of a quirky double act.
Laurel and Hardy? You have been on the scene quite a while.
Fred and Rose.
Okay.
They were... She's not honest, she's actually walked away.
I had to open a window.
But they were doing kid shows and stuff like that, and I got steaming drunk, and I think I must have taken a shine to one of them, because I went up to her, and there is a photograph of me, pint in hand, her looking stony faced, staring back at me. My eyes are, you can see in the photo, are glazed, and I'm like mid-pontification. and there's someone behind. Silky is stood behind, biting his hat, going because it was.
Do you know what? If that
tense.
was now, that'd be a meme.
Oh, if I can get the photo, it honestly would be. And I remember, I said at the time, I woke up and I was like, oh my God. And someone went, do you remember what you said? And I went, what? And they went, you went up to that person and said, you know what? I really admire what you're trying to do.
Oh, no. And that poster is actually used in HR training now.
I went straight, at the time I lived above a snooker club, I went straight down to the snooker club and went, Jen, I need a pint, I need hair of the dog fast, because I can't deal with something that happened last night. I had to ring up and apologise.
Do a lot of apologies, Barry, don't you?
That one was awful. I was literally apologising with another pint in my hand.
Oh. Hey, let's do our worries.
So I'm worried about damage that I've done to my liver, kidneys,
People's
and
mental health.
social status.
Well, I have actually genuinely got a worry about something.
Go
It's
on.
quite a serious worry. And it's related to when we were out at the weekend. Right. When did you forget how to learn how to dance?
Oh God, I've never. I'm a pub dancer, so do you know what I mean? Like the ideal song for me was Chumbawamba.
What,
Just
because you're sitting down and
okay,
not
not
getting back
down. But I gotta forget just jumping. That I never.
You don't
had
get back
any
up again.
moves.
This is a problem. You just sit down.
What was
I get
that
knocked
one?
down
That,
and I sit there.
Upside your head, get.
Right. Me and my mates are at the weekend and we're having a little dance in this absolute hole. The dance moves, like my mate actually went, she was like, why are we dancing like the In-Betweeners? Do you know in that scene in the In-Betweeners where they try and dance and impress the girls? There was 4 of us, and I thought, I'm sure we used to be all right dancers. And then in my head I thought, oh no, it's because the last time I seen us dance, we were dancing to stuff like Tragedy by Steps, right? But we're still using those dance moves, but till now we're putting it to Joel Corey and it just doesn't work. Do you know what I mean?
Can you just give us a little burst of the dancing that you were doing?
I'm not doing that, no.
Oh, you spoil sport.
But I've got it on video. And it's like, not me, it's me mates. Because I'm a rat.
Oh, well,
I'm one of those people that'll film me mates and the next day go, look at the state of you.
Yeah, you're a sly fucker. You're one of them. Yeah, you do. It's that stereotypical. Although, it's a fine line, innit, between being a good dancer on the dance floor. Because do you know what? I don't think I've ever seen anyone go, "Oh, they're a good dancer." On the dance floor, it's like girls dance around the handbags. But if
that doesn't happen, Barry, that hasn't happened for like 20 years. That doesn't happen.
Well, you know what I mean. But you do look like you've got some moves and some grace, and the female form is better for dancing as opposed to a bloke, because if you get a bloke dancing and dancing well, there is the single person who doesn't look at him and go, prick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like if you pull out all the dance moves on the dance floor, like I was emceeing a gig and I was talking to this couple on the front row, right? And a good-looking couple, say in the 20s, yeah? He was quite buff, like you could tell he went to the gym and all that. Mm. And I said to her, how did you meet him? And she said, I seen him on the dance floor and he was a really good dancer. So I was like, what was he dancing to? And she went, Cuff It by Beyonce, right? And I just thought, I couldn't imagine looking at someone on the dance floor going, look at the way he moves. I don't know. I'm going to speak to that man. Maybe this is because I'm old now. Do you know what I mean?
If you want to impress Hayley on the dance floor, what you need to do is just sort of saunter a little bit and then get close and then just bring up a bank statement.
No, bring up tickets to my Sheffield show.
I can't believe We mentioned Sheffield earlier, and we didn't mention the show, and it's come up again. You did that one yourself.
Do you know
Barry,
what?
can we stop using that as a running joke? Because I am actually getting concerned about the Sheffield sales.
No, I'm not concerned about the Sheffield sales. I'm concerned about people bringing it up. Now it's a running joke. Everyone keeps bloody mentioning it, and it looks bad.
I bet that Sheffield show's a proper party now.
You're doing that one for me. Barry's my support for Sheffield, by the way. Tickets still available.
I'm not
That's
on
why there's
stage,
tickets still
I'm just
available.
there, just emotional.
Support. He's going to be doing a dance routine at the end. But you know what? Like I don't know. Like, but they said that back in the day, didn't they? Like people, like your nan and granddad, they met by going to dances.
Yeah.
And then there's like this huge gap, and now because TikTok dances are huge now. You know
What?
You know what TikTok is? Oh,
I know
Jesus!
what
It's like
I
explaining it
don't
to
know
someone
what
to
I
the future.
don't know what a TikTok dancer is.
Right, so people do dance routines on TikTok. That's huge, right? Songs are becoming like big in the charts now, like Padam, Kylie Minogue and stuff, like, which is an absolute banger. But the reason it's gone even bigger is because of TikTok, because people doing dance routines to it, right?
Oh right, okay.
Oh my god, it's like I'm from the future.
Oh right. Like I'm aware. Like, you know, I watched all the Dancing Nurses and things like that. Although I did watch it, like surfing along a corridor on a portable X-ray machine. I'm like, that costs about 350 grand.
You can't say anything after what you've told us. You used to do at the hospital.
Thank God
Anyway.
there weren't video phones. When we were saying who could drink a cup of tea through a catheter the fastest.
Anyway, TikTok dances are huge. A lot of people now do. Let's get on this. Like they do like dance routines with the mates, and they're like millions of followers. So maybe me and you, that's where we're going wrong, right? Me and you need to do a dance routine.
No. But hang on, what do you mean, me and you? Oh, but you need to do the dance routine. No, Hayley.
I'll film it.
Why is it always me getting the shit end of the stick?
Because sometimes, right, on TikTok, you either go viral if you're really good or you're mentally unwell, right? And we fall into the latter category. Okay. If you've got any suggestions for songs for Barry to dance to that we can get trending, let us know. Email us in theworriespodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, God. Well, there's the floodgates opened. Can I tell you a slight little worry that I've got? And this is a little teaser for something that's coming up in the future. I'm not going to give too many details, but we're doing a podcast in the future where we're going to be the guest hosts, and we've been told that we are allowed to take the reins of this podcast and be in charge and set our own rules and things like that. Now, normally, like we're a bit selective, I think, on what we do, because what we do is a bit lower impact than some other podcasts. I think like we don't, you know, I know I come out with the odd inappropriate thing, but we don't want, you know, we don't do anything that would cause genuine anxiety. So we're a little bit selective. And this one we were offered to do, and they said, but you make the rules, you host it, and you can decide what you're going to do. Now, we've set to work with some ideas on this, haven't we, Hayley?
Right, I'm worried here because I had an idea. I can't see, we shouldn't really talk about this because we're not going to be able to talk about it, and it's just going to be too vague, I think.
Well, okay, we'll put it this way, right? We can't say too much about it, but Hayley's genuinely worried that we're going to kill one of them.
Barry takes things. This is a problem with you, right? Barry takes things too far, and like I know, like it's a running joke. Oh, he takes it too far. He takes a joke too far. Literally, He sent me a text the other night. I was hosting Beat the Frog, and I got this text saying what you've bought, right? And he's bought something for this podcast. What? I can't go into it yet. It is harrowing, right? I was
Did you laugh?
I burst out laughing, and I was like, but it's because of how serious the person whose podcast it is listens to our podcast, and we don't want to give away anything. But all I'm saying is, Rob Thomas, oh my days, you might want to be off sick the day that we present, because Barry has took this far too far, and I'm genuinely worried that Rob's going to have a hospital visit at the end of it.
take out some sort of life insurance, Rob.
Did you get in trouble at school for taking jokes too far? So, like, I can imagine, like, a girl throwing a paper airplane at your face, right? And then you being like, right, that's it. And then going into the woodwork room and building a boat out of, like, metal. And then, like, coming back in and throwing it and stabbing her in the head like a javelin. You know, that sort of level of taking it too far.
No, I was really quiet.
Yeah, but you take jokes. If you do one little joke with Barry, right, he will.
The thing
tell him about ring. I think we've spoke about this. That a former friend.
A former friend once made some sort of fat joke at me, and I said, "Just you wait. I will bide my time." And I never forget. I always
like Liam
plan
Neeson.
in my head. Yeah.
I will find you and I will make you regret that fat joke.
Well, I waited until December that year. And then
how many months after the initial fat joke was this?
Fair few. And I waited until the Christmas gap, you know, between Christmas and New Year, where companies aren't really working, or if you are working, you're a bit half-arsed, right? And I got a list of every pastry-based supplier that I could in the country. So I'm talking Greggs, Holland Pies. Like, basically, if they made pies of any form, then they got an email. So I made a big list, got all the emails, and sent out an email that said, "Hi there, I need to make a..." Oh yeah, one of the stipulations was that it had to be a website where you filled in the details yourself. You know, where it was like a form that you filled in on their website. You couldn't send it from your email. So I filled it in, give my name as that other person, email address, filled in that person's email. "Hi there, just contacting you regarding an urgent order. I need to make a big bulk order of pies with some urgency for the 5th of January. Can you help in any way?" And then put this person's phone number. "Please call me urgently on this number." And just literally send that off to everyone that I could find. That person went fucking ballistic. They were ringing me up going, "I can't get any fucking work done because the fucking pie companies have been on the phone. If they're not ringing, they're leaving voicemails." He went, "I want a copy of that list of every company you've emailed." He couldn't make a phone call for about 3 days because he had fucking everyone ringing him.
Just bear in mind that's from making one fat joke. that person's business was affected because they couldn't work that day because of the amount of incoming calls they were getting. So just bear that in mind when you mess with Barry.
It's time for your worries. BJ will make them worse.
This is the part of the show where we will make your worries worse. If you have a worry you'd like us to chat about, not solve, then get involved with the show. If you're a Patreon, just DM us, you take priorities. Or if you would like to email us, you can, theworriespodcast@gmail.com. Or we're on Twitter and Insta and TikTok with Barry dancing very soon.
Hayley dancing as well in a separate video.
Right. Johnny has been in touch. "Hi Hayley and Barry, love the pod. I have loads of worries, but the primary one at the moment is that one of my close friends thinks I'm best friends with actor and comedian Miles Jupp. I've never met Mr. Jupp. I have no idea how this happened, but whenever I see this friend, he always says things like, 'How's Jupp doing? And have you seen him lately?' And I just say things like, 'Okay, I think,' and I don't know really. I think he's filming. I don't know what to do about this, and to be honest, I'd love to be friends with Miles Jupp. Do I confess to my pal, or do I live my dream as a Juppite? Stay safe and leak-free, Barry, and remember there's a parking space in York for you both if ever you need one." Thanks, Johnny.
That's nice. That is a genuinely good offer, because anybody who's ever tried to park in York will know what a fucking nightmare it is. One of the hardest cities of the world to park. Now, you see, I'm more interested in the backstory here. Like Like
You must have mentioned once, Johnny, that you've been to see Miles Jupp, maybe like on stage or whatever, right? So you've probably been to see and they probably thought, oh, he's going around his house.
On a social level. This has got Panther and Gladiators written all over it. Do you know what I mean?
So if you're not a long-time follower of the show, just explain, because I think that was in a Patreon episode. Barry told a lie at school that his auntie was Panther from Gladiators.
To this day, I've no idea why. It just happened, and everyone was looking forward to the day when Panther was coming round. I spent all afternoon in the street just going, yeah, she's coming at 4 o'clock. I knew she weren't coming.
Did you start humming
Panther.
it?
I think in the end, I just said our car's broken down or something.
Classic. Anyway, I know what you mean though. Like once you can't stop it. So once it started, a lie like that, what can he do now? Because he's answered the question a few times.
Have you ever done anything like that? Like and you've just had to keep up the pretense, but you've no idea why you've put yourself in that situation.
The usual stuff, like with my name, and you've got my name wrong. I get called Hannah a lot, and I just go with it.
Oh, really?
I can't be asked, because it's awkward when you have to go, oh, hey, you know what I mean? If it was the first time, but I'm just like those situations, I just thought I'd just let it slide. But yeah,
that's their fault though. That's not yours. That's not you telling a lie and then having to sort of see it through to the end.
But Johnny hasn't told a lie. They've just presumed he knows Miles Jupp.
Oh, just right. Okay. It. Oh, God. Yeah, that's true.
How would you end this?
Maybe what we need to do, we've got contacts. Yeah. Maybe we could make Johnny and Miles friends.
Maybe we could do that. But what would be easier, Johnny, if you went, Miles doesn't want me to speak to him anymore because of the incident, and then you just leave it as that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just say, me and Miles have had a fallout. Look, I don't want to talk about it because it's really serious.
It's Miles's fault.
It's Miles's fault, yeah. And
I don't want to bring it up. It's very sensitive.
Yeah, I can't talk about it. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
I mean, we could make you become friends in real life.
Yeah.
But that's not as much fun, is it?
But it's easier to suggest that you and Miles Jupp are now sworn enemies.
But also, I don't want Barry getting in touch with Miles Jupp and ruining my future friendship with him.
That's what you're thinking, isn't it? Oh, God, what if one day I'm on a panel show with Miles Jupp and they Google it and it comes up and...
and they'd be like, we had a weird call of some Geordie man a few months back asking if I'll be friends with some random man in York.
A few months back, someone's confident about their tour.
All I'm saying is I seen a fortune teller and she said I was going to be famous.
Really?
She did, yeah.
When did this happen?
When I went on that hen do last year, she said I'm going to be a household name. And all I'm saying is, it cost 30 quid for that, so it must be true.
You're going to be a household name. Wow.
She doesn't say what for. Well, she didn't say comedy.
Yeah, I was going to say we all know Peter Sutcliffe.
You happy with that?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Oh, brilliant! Well, I hope she's right. I really hope she is right, because
she's not right. But you come and watch me tour show, because I'll tell you some other things she told me as well on the same reading.
I can see someone hanging onto your coattails. Fat bloke, Geordie.
You're really struggling to lift off the ground in this coat because he's really...
All right. Do you want to be signed up to some fucking websites? Do you want some emails from Hollands?
Hey, Johnny, don't worry. We'll sort it for you. If we can have that parking space in York, we'll get you friends with Miles.
Yeah, if we have the parking. Or maybe message Miles the next time he's playing York and just say, got a parking space. I can validate I'm not mental. Barry Dodds and Hayley Ellis have used it.
Well, I don't think that will be a validation.
Because he'll go, who?
Yeah, he'll be like, who are they? Do they work in the venue?
Do they work at the venue?
Thank you for your email, Johnny. We've had an email from Ross. Ross says, "Hi, Hayley and BJ. I worry when I'm going on holiday that I need all paperwork printed out. Also worry if I need to use my mobile for such details that I will run out of battery before I'm due to fly out and the airport won't let me on the plane. So I don't run out of battery. I use every opportunity to charge my phone up, example, the train, airport, etc. Does anyone else worry about this?" Yes, Ross.
Yes, yeah, I print it out as well.
I do the same. That's such geeks.
Yeah, like, but do you put the tickets in the wallet on your phone as well?
I do it all. I'm exactly the same, Ross. I print it off, I put it in my bag, and then I have my phone, and I'm exactly the same. I've got a portable charger with me.
You got a portable charger?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen mine?
That's the same size. Yours is the same. It's bigger than your phone. Let's have a look at your charger. Jesus, Barry. Right. That is literally the size of a hi-fi.
It's like a boombox.
Why is it so big? You can't be taking that in an airport. Surely that's going to be more suspicious.
Look. I could power a microwave off it.
Yeah, you could
Genuinely.
power half of the UK off that. Why are you taking that with you?
It's normally in the boot of my car. I've just had it there because I've been charging it.
You don't take that on a plane. Surely they won't allow you to
No,
take that
I
on
don't
a plane.
take it in the plane. It's in the boot of the car. For,
I was going to say they wouldn't let you wouldn't get on.
The thing. Sometimes I go looking for ghosts, and those places don't have electricity, and it's a handy thing to have for whatever you need be. Your face, your eyes went fucking white there.
I can't explain to you how big it is. I was joking saying it's the same size as his phone. That was an understatement. It is literally a briefcase size.
Like, yeah.
Unbelievable. Don't you worry, Ross, now, after seeing that. After seeing Barry lugging that round, I won't worry about charging your phone
It's
and all
great
that.
though. It's got them put there that you plug.
Yeah, it looks like an amp. It looks like something you'd have at Glastonbury.
No, you plug. Yeah, people do have them at Glastonbury because you plug.
Yeah,
solar
Guns N'
panels
Roses
in.
were powered their fucking song out of it. You can't be lugging that around with you, Barry.
It's in the boot of the car.
I'm getting second-hand embarrassment.
You can fuck off. That's great.
Ross, don't you worry now, because Barry's like, you've got to be prepared, haven't you, for a flight?
Yeah.
So
Or the apocalypse.
I like to be over-prepared for flights and stuff because I'm so worried about getting there and something going wrong. So I'd rather be over-prepared than get there and then nothing works.
The thing is, I'm looking at that. That is about the size of hand luggage.
You probably wouldn't get it in hand luggage. They'll be like, you're going to have to check that insert.
Are you worried that the plane's gonna run out of electricity mid-flight and we can plug it in?
I tell you what, if the plane crash, you're on a desert island with that, you'll be like bloody running your own bar in like a year's time with that.
Exactly. That, and do you know what? It would last as well. It's got some staying power, that. And the solar panels that I plug in, I'm not showing you them because if you laughed at the size of that, I'm not showing you the size of the solar panels. But it's like I keep telling you, I'm an eco warrior.
You're not an eco warrior. You're not. Barry, that's the biggest bullshit I've ever heard. You're an eco warrior. Look at all the crap that's in your house. Look at all that plastic behind you. If Greta stepped into your room, I swear she'd have a panic attack. An eco warrior, you sleep with the TV and the lights on.
Yeah, but they're plugged into that.
You sleep with the lights on and the TV on. Your carbon footprint is fucking huge, mate. Stop trying to spread it. Like, Barry keeps going on about he's an eco warrior, right, on our page. Right, you wrote one letter to David Attenborough, right?
You plug the solar panels in, leave it outside, and it charges it. The sun charges it. It's great.
Your poor neighbours, I swear to God. They're trying to sell their house, right? And they're like, they're trying to sell their house, and they go, well, what your neighbours like? And they'd have to just go, yeah. And they'd look on your garden and see all the turf up. They'd see you with solar panels and a boombox trying to charge them.
Well, I'm using my massive air rifle doing some target practice. Is that legal, that thing? Oh, I don't know. You got it from a website.
You've got a fucking catapult. What grown man has a catapult?
Have you never seen my air rifle?
Oh,
I'll show you one day. It's got a big fucking scope and everything.
Yeah, I don't. Why? I don't. Listen, So what sort of eco-warrior things are you doing today, then?
I'm going to go out with the air rifle and probably shoot some pigeons or something. That's a joke. That's a joke. I've never shot anything living. Anyone who knows me knows that that's not the sort of thing I do with the air rifle. I do not do that.
Well, why do you need an air rifle, then?
Because I went to Spain once and the bloke said I was the best shooter he'd ever seen.
It was the only shooter you'd ever seen. Right. Anyway, let's wrap this up before I can't. I've had too much hay fever medication to deal with your shit. Thank you, as always, for listening to the podcast. If you've made it this far, congratulations. If you'd like to support us further, please do so. We have a Patreon, which we mentioned at the beginning of the show, patreon.com/The Warriors. You can join us there. But just spread the word if you're enjoying it. Let other people know. The more people that listen, the more that we can keep this going.
And
we really appreciate
you see me at one
support.
of the marches with the other climate change protesters, come say hello.
See you walking. That'd be more of a shock.
That's actually the battery for my scooter. If you need a phone charging, come see B Diddy. I'll sort you out.
He'll sort you out if you ever run out of charge at a gig.
If you need your phone starting or your car jump started. Cheers, everyone. Look after yourselves.
Bye-bye. You have been listening to the Warriors podcast, hosted by me, Hayley Ellis, and him, Barry Dodds.
All artwork by John Cooper and Matthew Reed. All editing and audio by Hayley and Barry, with additional sound production by Grinters.
If you'd like to get in touch, then send us an email to thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @thewarriorspod.
Thanks for listening.